We are here from Sonoma Raceway for the Sonoma 25 here in the IRSS. I'm Mason Flagar. Here, going to be doing your commentary duties here tonight. As qualifying getting underway. We got James Hartley on track right now. Seems to be the first driver on track. Getting those tires nice and warmed up. It's going to be Josh Henderson, Cade Cannon, Chris Liotta, Jordan Jarnu. Coming up here through turn 1. Elijah Fisher, Logan A. Murray as well. James Hartley through the hairpin. Let's ride on board with him. Start his first lap. James Hartley lost the win. He heads into turn 4A. Now down into turn number 7 here. Into the hairpin, into the S's in the turn 8 right here. Now coming through 9. Into 10. A quick and long run down into 11. Hard on the brakes there. Try not to lock up. And hard on the gas all the way to the line through turn 12 here. And the run of the line to complete your first lap is over. That's James Hartley done. He'll be the first one done. Next will be Cade Cannon. Hartley goes to the top. Now Cannon to the top by about a second. Elijah Fisher coming to complete his first lap. He'll go to the top. Elijah Fisher, 120.0. Mike Hauser to the top, and then first driver to crack into the 119s with a 119.85. Blake Witkowski into the 118s. 1:18.54 from Blake Witkowski. Mark Allen Bivens now on his first lap into 3 and 4 now. Into 7. Hard on the brakes there. He gets through it nicely as a little wiggle out. Very smooth through here. A little slide right there. Kept his speed up though. Maybe that'll hurt him. Wide line to apex this corner. Back on the gas. Good through 10. Hard onto the brakes into 11. Trying to carry as much speed through this corner and out. It's a good corner. Now the ride to the line through 12 across the line. Bivens goes fastest. 1:17.7 for Mark Allen Bivens. A lap looked amazing, and it was. Can he do better on his second lap? It's good through there. Into 7 now. Through 7. Into 8. Henning goes third fastest. With a lap to go still. Good on the brakes there. This could be a faster lap. Across the line for Bivens. It's an 18. It's a 1:18:07. Watch Stephen Henning finish his lap out coming through the S's. Run to the line. He will not improve on that, or he will improve on that lap. Will not gain him a spot. It'll be a 1:18:6, proving about 3/10 from that lap out. He is the last driver here to qualify tonight. We'll be right back here from Sonoma. You're watching VMTV. This is the IRSS from Sonoma. Back here from Sonoma, qualifying, wrapping up. We're going to go over your race information here. It is 2 qualifying laps, as you saw. This is the Cup layout here. The NASCAR Cup Series is actively running. 105-degree track temperature, warm track out here tonight, or today. 1.96 miles around this track here for race 5. 70 degrees ambient temperature, 45% humidity, partly cloudy with a 10-mile-an-hour breeze. 2 laps of qualifying, 60% fuel in the trucks. 1 fast pair, 25 laps around this, 1.96 mile. It's going to be for a long one. Unlimited green, white, checkers, and 3 sets of tires. These drivers should be able to possibly get to the end on fuel without stopping. We're going to see a couple different strategies here tonight. And it's going to be a real interesting race to see who can make it work here tonight. Qualifying is done. It's time to go racing here from Sonoma. Field lined up on the back straightaway. Or through the S's. Let's run through your starting lineup here tonight. It's going to be Mark Allen Bivens starting on pole, Blake Witkowski second, Stephen Henning Jr. third, Shane Haar fourth, Mike Hauser fifth, Connor Gibson in the 75 sixth, Elijah Fisher seventh, Josh Henderson eighth, Chris Leota ninth, Cade Cannon 10th, Ryan Peters 11th, and 12th is going to be James Hartley. 13th, Jordan Gionu. 14th, Thomas Hernandez. 15th, Logan A. Murray. Joshua Sutherland, 16th. Aaron Stanton, 18th. 17th. And then it'll be Omar Rodriguez rounding out the field, rolling off at 18th. The field is ready. Let's talk to your pole setter, Mark Allen Bivens. Mark, it's Mason up here in the booth. You got a copy? Mark, it's Mason up here in the booth. You got a copy? How'd you set down that amazing lap there? What did you do different than everybody else? Well, yeah, you're locked in. Now you just gotta make the rest of the season go well. Well, have a good rest of the race, man. Good luck. Mark Allen Bivens, driver, the number 76, rolling off in P1. The field is good to go. So are we. We're ready to go racing. We're green from Sonoma. Bivens didn't get the greatest jump, but he gets out there. The field makes the uphill climb into the right-hander. Into turn one car into the grass already. That's the 24 Sutherland. Into 3 and 4 now. Side by side. For the race lead into 4. Witkowski peeks out. Doesn't make it happen. Bivens will start to drive away as we got battles here back in the back of the back. Hartley almost off track. Another car around almost in the back here. That's Sutherland. Oh, and that is someone around. That's Thomas Hernandez. Into the tire barrier, or into the wall there, almost into the tire barrier. We stay green. That's Cade Cannon around now. Big lunge for Elijah Fisher here, as that's Gibson locking up in front. Henning goes really wide. We'll have a run though on the outside. Everybody else seems to filter through well. Let's go see what happened to Cade Cannon here. Right behind the 15, he just goes around into the grass there. Now Cade Cannon riding behind Thomas Hernandez here in the last place position. Battles back here for this 11th, now this 12th place position, or 11th, between Logan A. Murray and James Hartley. Murray will get by Hartley. for that 12th place position. Into the hairpin here. Make it through smoothly. Evans goes to the has the fastest lap of the race so far. Back here we get the battle for 18th or 17th. That's Cade Cannon and Ryan Peters. Ryan Peters went off track. Let's take a look at what happened with him. Oh, Sutherland just got into him and goes around. Keeps it good. Kept it locked up. Here is Sutherland now. With a battle of Chris Leota, this is for the 9th spot. Big dive bomb there, he'll get the spot. Down through 7, C and D in 8 right there. And Sutherland really driving the wheels off that truck. And the hairpin for Bivens and the leaders. Right on board with Elijah Fisher as he tries to chase down Connor Gibson. Getting a little loose coming up through the hill. Really abusing the car on the curbs. So that's what's going to slow him down here on this long run. It's a good corner right there. He didn't have to use too much of the curb. Very clean number 2 truck there. Starting to chase down and set in his sights Connor Gibson. Stephen Henning starting to get in the sights of Elijah Fisher. This field starting to fall back from the leader, Mark Allen Bivens. Bivens has that 31 truck in his rearview mirror for sure, about a second off. You hear him entering or going up the hill, flicking it off and putting the clutch in. We'll have to watch next time by. Yeah, Witkowski's really gaining. It seems like Bivens could be one of those drivers trying to make it to the end without having to pit. We'll see. We're going to stay on this camera, see if we can hear when Bivens clutching the car. Obviously trying to save the fuel to make it all the way. He's going to end up saving his tires in the meantime. But he will be on older tires late in this race, yeah. Just making sure he's on the straightaway, not burning up his tires. Making sure he's just getting up through nice and smooth. Using he's trying to conserve this fuel. Let's watch this time by for Witkowski. Witkowski does not, but Bivens, you really hear it there. Just a lot of off throttle time. Connor Gibson. We're gonna have to go back and look at that while we were on board with Witkowski that whole time. Connor Gibson and Elijah Fisher have gotten into a wreck. Oh, and around goes the 75. Keeps it going. Kowski really getting slowed up by Bivens through that corner. Just Bivens is so much slower than Witkowski through some of these corners right now. Bivens just trying to conserve fuel and tires. Go back here and do another battle. Elijah Fisher and Mike Hauser. Hauser starting to put the pressure on. For the top 10 spot, also starting to heat up. It's Logan A. Murray and James Hartley. Oh, Fisher's around. Here's Hartley now. He is looking for that spot back from Murray, but he lost on the opening lap. Shane Haar is in the pits. He's the first driver to go in. Coming to complete lap 6. He'll be the first driver to come in and take a pit stop. Connor Gibson follows right behind it. Chris Lyotta off track. It'll be fuel only for Shane Hart. Starting to pull away now. Gap's almost to 2 seconds as they enter the hairpin. Henning into the pits. Must be a Falcon Motorsport strategy pit here early in this race. See if Elijah Fisher comes. He will not. This 4-car battle here. Oh, Hartley's off the racing track. And he'll get back on nice and smooth. Almost gets into the back of Hart. As they were almost 3 wide there for a split second. It seems could be 2 tires for Henning. Yes, 2 tires for Stephen Henning. Cade Cannon already pitted. He has 2 tires. Aaron Stanton already is pitted. Connor Gibson took 4 tires when he pitted. Jordan Jenner has also already pitted twice now. Has a lot of cars off track. That's Haar. He made it work. Kowski and Bivens have really started to pull away from the rest of the field. The next car behind them is 10 seconds behind Witkowski. As Bivens puts the clutch in up the hill. And we'll clutch it there. Oh, Witkowski's off track. Witkowski is really pushing. He coasts downhill here. Oh, Omar Rodriguez. Just caught the curb and went around. Joshua the Sutherland up the fourth. He pits. Witkowski right on the bumper of Bivens. Bivens putting the clutch in to save gas through the parts he doesn't need to be using his gas. Will we see a move? Yes, into the hairpin. Bivens fights back on the outside. He has a better run. And he'll stay in front. $14 to go. Logan Murray into the pit road now. Evans clutches it through there. Back on the gas. Into the hairpin. Witkowski really bobbling and having to save that truck out of the hairpin. 13 to go. As they'll be starting to catch Murray. Lap traffic. Turn 7. Through 9 and into 10. 12 to go. Evans is really pulling away now, lapping about a second quicker than Witkowski per lap. He is really taking care of his tires. You won't miss a thing. We're gonna go VMTV non-stop.
Coming up to the line, being chased, and it was Braden Johnson.
Unbelievable finish.
It was 1/1000th of a second between them.
Green flag in the air. We are racing in the 2020 24 Hours of Daytona.
They go door to door for the feature race lead here on the last lap of the race. Side by side for the race lead in the final corner at Homestead.
Down the back straightaway, 3 wide again for the race lead. This is unbelievable stuff here tonight.
Loma is going to have to be very deep on the brakes, and he is very deep on the brakes. It's side by side through the corner. This is for the win.
It'll be side by side. Davies low, Ottinger high. To the very inside is Garrett Lowe. 4 wide at the stripe. For Audie's win here on this outside line. Neck and neck. Who's going to back out? Does anyone back out? Verstappen starts to squeeze on the inside, and now he'll try and straight line it. Goes under the apron, drag race to the line. It's so close to call.
We're back here from Sonoma as Mark Allen Bivens is under pressure from Blake Witkowski. The gap is really small. It is about 4/10 now of a second with 10 to go, coming in on. Bivens has really backed off his last lap or so. 2 laps now. Really slowed him down and brought the pace back to him. He'll try and conserve as much fuel as he can. Witkowski by a second back. Now we got the battle between Fisher and Stanton into 11. Fisher makes a wobble, but he gets the better run out. Fisher. Oh, he pressures Gibson. Gibson almost gets into the barrier there. And Fisher's going to get by Gibson. As of right now, it looks like Connor Gibson's 50 plus, I think now, winless streak will continue tonight. A masterclass being put on by these two drivers. Seven to go this time by. Into 11 Bivens go. Kowski drives it in really deep. Logan and Murray into the pits now. Connor Gibson trying to run down Elijah Fisher again. Right on board with Mark Allen Bivens. Six to go for Mark Allen Bivens. Don't think Witkowski can make it. If he can, it'll be really close. Right on with Blake Witkowski, see if he can catch up to Mark Allen Bivens. Chris Loder and James Hartley are battling, and Blake Witkowski off the road. Logan Murray's around right in front of him. Last lap time, Mark Allen Bivens was the fastest driver on track. Dave Cannon's, or sorry, Elijah Fisher was the fastest truck on track. Then it was Mark Allen Bivens. Fisher put it on lap 14, took 4 fresh tires. Now, last time it was Mark Allen Bivens. And Blake Witkowski into the pit lane. We figured we'd see him soon. 3 to go for Mark Allen Bivens. With the amount of saving he's been doing and still doing, I do believe 19.9 there for Bivens. I do believe Bivens will make it to the end of the race on this this set. That would be, can Mike Hauser make it on fuel? I believe Har will get by Witkowski. Now Witkowski falls out of the podium position. He'll be under pressure from Joshua Sutherland. Side by side, entering the S's. Witkowski falls back to 5th now. About 4.5 seconds back is Stephen Henning. Battle for 2nd now. Mike Hauser and Shane Har. Shane Har pitted lap 7. Only took fuel, but hasn't had to save nearly as much. Mike Hauser also has no rear bumper. And Mike Hauser's gonna go around. Oh, and almost clips Blake Witkowski. A great day from Mike Hauser. Turned upside down. He has dropped the 7th or 6th. Bivens having to deal with lap traffic. Hauser again goes around. White flag for Mark Allen Bivens last time. As he is really taking his time now. He's making sure he doesn't get in any issues. A 127 last time by. He is making sure he does not wreck this race truck. Slow and steady. He has 18 seconds to play with. James Hartley's off track. Sutherland is off track now as we got the battle for 3rd, the last podium spot. This will decide the first driver I talk to. Mark Allen Bivens into the hairpin for one last time. Mark Allen Bivens wins at Sonoma. Coasting in on fumes. Now, for the final time into the hairpin. The 24 tried to put the bumper to him. Can't get it to work. Does he have a run? Sutherland to the line. Wrecks it. Backs it into the wall. A big hit for Sutherland. Bivens coasting in on fumes. Gets the race win. I think he just wants to get pushed back to there and just come in on fumes to have enough for a burnout here. He's either going to blow it up or run out of gas first. So make sure he fails or passes post-race with that one. Bring in your third place driver, Blake Witkowski. Blake, Mason up here in the booth, got a copy. You put on a good fight there for as long as you could. What really let Mark slip away there towards the end? Yeah, we saw the great finish, or the great battle there you had with Sutherland in the last, I don't know, I think it was 2-3 laps there. Take us through that last lap. Yeah, you and him had a really good, just hard racing battle there towards the end. You ran a good race, stayed with Mark the whole race when most other people couldn't. Who do you want to thank? This time is yours. Well, congrats on the third place finish. Hope to see you next week. Let's bring in second place driver of Shane Haar. Shane, Mason over here in the booth. Got a copy? Well, congrats on the second place finish. I want to know, what was with the early pit call there, lap 7, coming into the pits? Really worked out for you there in the end, but, you know, what was the mindset coming into this race with a very interesting pit strategy from multiple people? Yeah, you were able to work through a lot of other people's misfortunes there when you got caught in really the middle of like a four-way battle there right after you got out of the pits. Did you take fuel only there on your pit stop? Yeah, you battled a couple guys pretty hard tonight. Ran a good race, came home with good points. Anybody you want to thank? Well, congrats on the second place finish. We hope to see you next week. Shane Harder, second place finish. Let's talk to your race winner, Mark Allen Bivens. Mark, you got a copy? An absolute domination from you. You were able to save the 2 or 3 laps there on fuel and made it look easy. How'd you do it? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that term you used. Barbecue chicken? Well, you ran a good race, battled Blake hard. Anybody you want to thank? Well, congrats on the race win tonight. Hope to see you next week. Have a good rest of your night. Let's take a look at your finishing results here tonight from Sonoma. Mark Allen Bivens is your race winner. Shane Harris second. Blake Witkowski third. Josh Sutherland fourth. Stephen Henning Jr. fifth. Sixth is Elijah Fisher. Seventh, Connor Gibson. Eighth, Mike Hauser. Ninth, Aaron Stanton. 10th, Josh Henderson. 11th is going to be Ryan Peters. 12th, Cade Cannon. 13th, Chris Lyotta. 14th, James Hartley. 15th, Jordan Gionu. 16th, Thomas Hernandez. 17th, Logan A. Murray rounding out your field. And 18th is going to be Omar Rodriguez Jr. That's it from me here at VMTV. We'd like to thank you for watching here tonight. We hope to see you next week from Charlotte. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.